us a ride.
She said she'd be here. Funny, she's never been late before.
You wasted your time then, didn't you?
I did not. I did it because...
I got a fresh ass.
Everybody, it is 6:00 p.m. and it is time for Earl Grey Tuesday, and once again it's the VINCE, and I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Folks, we got to address some conduct that was displayed Saturday. I know you guys have been asking me about this whole incident that occurred Saturday. Yeah, I've been getting messages off the hook, and people have been wanting me to address it for obvious reasons. And I do get the idea of the reactions and everything. So, here's the thing, folks. Okay, sometimes people conduct themselves and they don't really think about how they conduct themselves in life. So they will go off the deep end on occasion. All right. So folks, we got to talk about Martin Fitzwater. Can you believe what the hell he did Saturday? Up there cheering that Nick Walker had actually lost. Subsequently, he's went and lost all of his sponsors. Elevate Foods has left them. Raw Nutrition or whatever. All of his sponsors had left. All right. All of them are gone. I will have to say, and I can only think of one other incident that occurred Saturday, but this is probably the second most disgusting thing I have witnessed here. You don't do that type of stuff in competition. That is uncalled for. It's uncalled for, folks. Now, as you guys know, I'm streaming here on YouTube and I'm streaming on Kick. So remember, folks, the pregame show is going to be on both YouTube and Kick from 6 to 7 and 7 to 9, folks. And folks, by the way, Earl Grey Tuesday goes back to 3 hours, all right? You know, there's not enough time to contain all the mints we can do now that we're on Kick. All right? There's not enough time. That's why I've expanded it back to the 3 hours, same as the midnight run. But remember, folks, the show on YouTube ends and the real shit begins on Kick, folks. All right? If you go to the Kick channel now, you can already watch. If you want to watch everything straight out without changing browsers, get a subscription to Kick, okay? I can't put the link up here because YouTube has a tendency to block shit, you know. But if you look for Vince Goodrum in the search, you shall find the great one. Period. Now, today I got just regular coffee. I have my water cup given to me by my good friend Pugman, and I have one of my cut-off cigars Don't know what brand it is. It's going to be cheap, but it'll work. Like I said, we're working with a budget these days. Not much money, if anything's coming in, and I'm still losing money business-wise. But what can you do? You know, what can you do these days? Everyone's losing money, so I'll just report it on my taxes, and that'll be pretty much the end of it. So let's go ahead and get this lit up, and you know, y'all got an hour to ask any questions here, so. Now, I'm sure you guys got a lot of questions to ask, and just be mindful as far as to what to ask. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's check out my cousin Vegan Games. I don't think he's streaming right now. No. My cousin needs to be lotion. Not jizz, folks, lotion. My cousin needs to be hitting those legs a little bit better. But folks, get your questions in. $340 for 8. Really? He did that? Damn, that's insane right there. That's crazy. Let's see what videos we got posted so far. There's only one video posted, right? Jeez. It might have to do with me taking that space. There we go. That's possible, Matt. That is definitely possible that he could be there. Hang tight, folks. I gotta fix something. As usual, something always goes wrong. Wrong. Let's get back the music going. A little too loud. Hey Ryan, seems as though my last live stream wasn't is more popular than this one tonight. I guess I'm gonna have to step up and do it again or something.
Some Clivicular amounts.
Matt with a $3 donation. Definitely appreciate that. I'm just resetting my just a lot of stuff going on here, so give me just a minute. Trying to stay organized. Is he doing an American Psycho video? He is.
I live in a luxury condominium in downtown Miami, the Penthouse. My name is Clavicular. I'm 20 years old. I believe in looks maxing. The idea of maximizing physical attractiveness by any means necessary in order to ascend. In the morning, if my jaw looks a little weak while Bone Smash has strengthened it, my ratios are nearly golden now. Testosterone for muscle growth. Disoxin as for appetite suppression. Glutathione for health maxing. Peptides for anti-aging and collagen production. Melanotan 2 for healthy glow. IGF-1, HGH. Retatrutide for leanness. Dutasteride and minoxidil for hair maintenance. When it comes to ascension, if you're not looks maxing, you're not life maxing. And if you're not life maxing, you're nothing. The wait is over. March 13th. Mog World Order begins. 30 days, 24/7 live on Kick. Welcome to the new era.
Well, you know, folks, I went to the movies to watch that American Psycho. So, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. That video is a perfect fit for Clavicular. because he reminds me a lot of of the movie American Psycho. Even though he wasn't even born when that movie came out, I think that was pretty minty, folks. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? What do you think about that, Dale? What do you think?
Let's see. That's 719.
Whoops, not that video. Sorry.
No.
Whoops. Can't play that one. Let's get back to music here. I didn't mean to bring that one up. Well, Matt, it isn't really that tough from an area of things because, Kali Muscle, he streamed while he was sleeping, so he just has to have a camera follow him 24 hours a day. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you folks, that's no different than any reality show. So what he's probably going to do is he's going to set up a bunch of cameras in his house, and he's going to walk around and just stream all day, and that's going to be the gist of it. Again, I do thank you for your donation, but it's, when it comes to streaming, Matt, I think he's going to do it sort of like, no different than any reality show where they're filming 24 hours a day. But honestly, from his standpoint, it's a pretty good idea. It really is. Howdy, Kokomo. Doing all right, man. Those two are never gonna fight. One is in Canada, and stuff. There's just a lot of things that would need to be organized. I mean, the thing about it is, it's just not going to happen there, Matt. I mean, it just won't. It would be pretty minty for it to happen, but it's just the cards are not there I mean, it's not in the stars for them to fight, in other words. Y'all put up some more videos, but I'm going to be honest with you, with the kick stream, I can put practically anything I want up. I just need to be very careful in terms of making sure that the YouTube stream doesn't stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it completely on OBS Studio, and then I'm going to just stream on Kick, and that should prevent that stuff from happening again. Because Lord knows I can't, I'm not going to deal with that situation. But folks, get your questions in while I smoke my half of a cigar. Not exactly the good half, but it'll work. But folks, I got 2 days off. I got Wednesday and Thursday off. And I got to renew my driver's license. It's been now almost 10 years. Next time I get my renewal, I'll be almost 60. Go figure. The cool thing is I can do it online because I have no points against my... the only thing I got to do is just take a picture. All I got to do is take a picture on my camera phone, but hopefully I won't do it at this angle anymore, okay? I will not take my driver's license picture with this angle. In case you're wanting to know about this face, it's just a very bad angle. As you could tell, folks, when I'm looking forward in front of the camera, you don't see that fat neck roll, do you? But when you're leaning back like that, that's exactly what happens. So, folks, this is not going to be my picture.
Fuentes goes off on modern women.
Matt, with another $3 donation. Definitely appreciate that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I'm glad I actually had that angle because it's Big Lenny S. You know, I was trying to do a throwback to the Big Lenny days. Because here's the thing, folks. Nobody has been bringing the mints, alright? Genova's left. Delray Misfits broke up. Jay Masters on his own thing. Cuban's being an a-hole. Nobody is bringing the mints! So, folks, somebody had to step up, and that was the great one. Alright? Now, I don't know how long I can bring the mints, but while I'm around, goddammit, I will bring the mints. Somebody's got to do it. I'm getting tired of this boring stuff going on where nothing's happening or anything. Jeez. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Hold on a minute.
We're up against you guys. You got to hear me and listen good. I saw TikTok today. Like, this is what we're up against, you guys. You got to hear me and listen good. I saw a TikTok today, or you know what? It might have been a tweet. I don't know if it was a TikTok or a tweet, but there was this girl, and she's on TikTok, and she's in her car, and she says something like, I'm a 25-year-old virgin. That's the lead. She goes, I'm a 25-year-old virgin, and why can't I find a man? She goes, every man is either too weak, too gay, too smelly, or too lusty. She goes, there are no good men. Where are all the good men? And I go, wait a second. Is this bitch serious? She goes, men are too weak, but they're also too smelly.
This thing.
She goes, men are all too gay, or they're too lusty. 25 years old. You go, time out. So guys are not attracted to you enough, but also they want to fuck you still. So that's both of those are the problem. I want a real macho man, she says, but doesn't want to have sex with me, but also isn't too gay. It's like, so, okay.
It's
so
not even pausing.
Do you want him to want to have sex with you or not? Make up your mind. She goes, well, he can't be too weak, but not too smelly. Okay, so he's got to be a disgusting beast. You want a big, disgusting beast, big, muscular, tall guy, but not like a pussy. Not a pussy, but not too gnarly. Can't be a weakling, can't be overly conscientious, can't be a pussy, but also can't be like a gnarly, disgusting beast. So you're 25, by the way, past your prime. And you go, well, I want a guy that's rich, tall, big,
25 is not
too
past
weak, but not
anyone's
too
prime.
gnarly, doesn't want to have sex with me, but not gay. So what is it? You want a guy that's going to what? Listen to you yap? And naturally, that's her TikTok. I go to her TikTok profile, and the profile is, I'm just a girl that loves to yap. I love Diet Coke, and I like to wear too much bronzer. And this is where you need to tune women out. What women say, you cannot listen to them. They're poisoning the well. Don't listen to them. They only tell lies, and they're all whores. Your girl is going. She's going, and she lies. She only tells lies. If she breathes, she's a thought. And this girl, she's sitting in her car, totally self-absorbed narcissist, and I'm sure she's waiting for Prince Charming, who's going to be really interested in her yapping. You ever notice that all these girls, all they do is give their opinions and talk about nonsense?
This is coming from a person
but
that
they
ain't
all
got
think
no
that
pussy.
this is the pinnacle of civilization. They think they're so quirky. Oh, I love to yap. Wow, I've never met anyone like you. You're a girl that's filled with inane bullshit. You're so unique. Emily, stop. You're so crazy. You're a girl that loves to yap and give her opinion and has some stupid fucking bullshit to say, like I love Diet Coke. I've never met anyone like you. You're so beautiful. I don't even want to fuck your pussy. You're so interesting. I love your personality. I'm so enamored with your yapping that I forgot that I'm a nasty, disgusting beast. I want to have sex with you because that's what an amazing girl you are. Are these fucking bitches serious? It's like, dude, I almost wish she's filming the TikTok in the car because I'm just like gonna. You ever see like Final Destination when they drive into the back of a truck and it just like impales everybody? That's a joke, obviously. I would never do that, but seriously, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What dimension? But this is what we have enabled. This is what we as a society, we have enabled this behavior. And you get this frumpy mid. She's got like her head is shaped like a squash. Her head is shaped like a pear. She's got a pumpkin head, caked with makeup. She's not even that hot. And you're 25. She goes, I'm a virgin. Oh, really? What kind of virgin are we talking about? What does that mean? You're a 25-year-old virgin? What do you mean by that? What does that mean to you? And then she's going to film her insipid TikTok videos. I like to yap, and I love Diet Coke, and I love bronzer, and blah, blah, blah. And I want a big man. I don't want to date a pussy. But I also want to date a disgusting, smelly jock. And, and I don't want a gay guy that's not attracted to me. But ew, I don't want him to want to fuck me. I don't want him to be too lusty. I'm a Christian after. It's like, okay, so you want a problem? Like, is that what you want? You want a problem? What are you looking for? So I saw that. Listen, maybe right message, wrong messenger. Yeah, I know. But it's true. I saw that. I'm like, this is crazy, but this is how all women think. This is how all women think. In its degrees, there's levels to this, but that's how they all think. Especially now. They're all in their late 20s, and it's like, okay, get with the program. I saw that. I was like, I literally couldn't believe. It's like, I couldn't have written it better myself. I literally could not have scripted that. I love that matrix of qualifications. She goes, he can't be too gay, but he also can't be too lusty. Too lusty. What does that even mean? I saw...
See, now the button works. That is so ridiculous. And here's the thing. Nick is talking about a virgin when he himself is a virgin. I mean, and he's saying that 25 is too old. He's 27 years old. Old is only in your mind, basically. All right? Folks, I turn 49 next month, and obviously I'm still laying down the Jimmy Jean sausage. And it ain't maple or sage. It's the big roll, all right? How is a 27-year-old telling someone that 25 is too old? What is he talking about? He ain't even never got no pussy before. He ain't got no ass. Once you've stuck your stuff in there, you can actually truly have some sort of experience, if anything. I mean, even Genova's gotten his dick sucked and he's fucked an ass. I just don't know what type of ass he fucked, but I do know he fucked. And that's all that matters, you know? I mean, if Genova can get some pussy, then, you know, Nick Fuentes can. He claims that he chooses not to. Are you kidding me? A kid his age, the hormones will always win out, folks. There's only so many times that you could jerk it, all right? Now, a person my age, I don't really need to have sex anymore. But the thing about it is, I do. You see, the thing is also, I don't need to jerk off in the morning or in the afternoon. I do it because I want to. It gives me back power. When I jerk off in the morning before I go to work, folks, I'm nice, rested, and relaxed. Okay? It's a mechanism of things. Now, do I jerk off before I do the shows? No, because I don't have much time. I got to shower. And that's another thing, okay? Before I do any type of live streams, with the exception of Saturday, I was a little bit sweaty. But before any show that I do on a live stream, I take a shower. I make sure my robe's good. I have a clean shirt. I got cologne on. I may shave or so forth. I may not shave. I make sure that my hygiene's here. But Nick Fuentes shouldn't be talking about dating or sex or anything, especially from an incel, somebody who has never had sexual relations. All right? And he ain't old. I'm old. He ain't old. I'm getting tired of these 20-some-year-old kids saying that they're old. Folks, the truth of the matter is you don't want to be old. All right? You'll get there. But if someone gave me a choice of going back to being 20 and being my age right now, I would turn 20. I would go back to being 20 any day. Who wouldn't? You know? While you're in your 20s and your 30s, live life in color, okay? In very loud color. Get what you got to get done, because guess what, folks? No, Ryan, there is no 18 forever. I'll tell you that right now. There is no 18 forever. You just get old. Enjoy your 20s and 30s are going to be the best years of your life. In terms of going out and partying and hanging out with friends, going to the Waffle House and everything like that. Because believe me, once you start getting into your 40s, things slow down a bit, okay? They do. You slow down. That's why I hate retirement and stuff. People decide to retire at 67 and 72. And by that time, you're in a position to where you can't do anything else. Know what I mean? There is no 18 forever. There's just here and now, folks. That's it. If you're in your 20s and 30s, enjoy them. Okay? Don't be a Nick Fuentes. Go out with friends. Have fun. Don't worry about trying to amass a bunch of money, folks. Try to pick up 2 jobs. If you got to pick up 2 jobs, pick up 2 jobs because you need the money. But otherwise, cut your budget and enjoy life. Well, Ryan, when you start hitting those 40s, trust me, and I'm not talking about those 40 ounces. 40s just hit different, and when you're approaching 50 like myself, that really hits different. Remember, folks, in about a year, I'll be 50 years old. I mean, obviously, I still have plenty of energy and stamina with the help of Cialis and TRT shots. But I will tell you now, right now, even with that, folks, I will admit that I've slowed down. When I go into the club, folks, no matter how I'm dressed, people don't want to hang around old folks, okay? Nobody, and I do mean nobody, wants to hang around old people, all right? That's what'll happen when you're in your 40s, Ryan. It doesn't matter how you feel one night as being 18. When you go out to any club or any other place like that, they're gonna know your age. And you're not gonna be picking up anything. Indeed, I am smashing tan still, you know. Why? Because I'm still working with it, you know. I can still do that, you know. But folks, 20 minutes left until we go to the kick stream, so get your questions in. I will tell you this right now, folks. On God, we're gonna have a good time tonight. You want to know why? Because we got freedom. Well, Ryan, I mean, even I still go out to a club or somewhere every once in a while, but I'm pretty selective as to when I go out to the club. They got a place here called DT's Tavern, and I'll hang out outside and just chill. The proper way of doing it. There is no gay scene and there's no straight scene. Either someone's on Grindr or someone's on Tinder. Me personally, you know, I prefer meeting people in person. You know, if I'm at a gym or a grocery store, I will strike up a nice conversation. The problem with Grindr and Tinder is people will put pictures of themselves from 10 years ago. That's not cool. When you meet someone in person, you actually get to see what they look like in person. You get to smell them, you get to know their hygiene and everything. Hey, Fox! Welcome to the swag, baby. Welcome to the swag. I do have to go to Asheville tomorrow. So I might, if I run into him, yeah, me and him gonna have some words. There's gonna be some furniture moving. We're gonna have a misunderstanding, you understand? I'll just tell you that right now. Keeping it real and telling it to you like it is, we gonna have a misunderstanding. Brett just disgusted me. I'm gonna be honest with you. A chick I met once on a dating app was surprised that I looked like my profile picture. Oh yeah. People just don't have confidence in themselves. Me personally, nah, I don't do that. I could put up younger pictures of myself there if I wanted to. But you know, in life, you gotta be distinguished. Uh... Oh, no, everything's playing fine. I mean, the kick in the stream cuts out now, because remember, I'm streaming on 2 platforms right now. But we got 15 minutes left, folks, and then everybody go to kick. You know, the kick, the Kick's live streams are a whole lot better than the YouTube live streams. It looks a lot clearer, too, and I can't figure out why. It's kind of weird, actually. So I'm actually enjoying streaming on Kick much better. I mean, I really am. I just don't like that stupid refresh thing that happens. Now, folks, I want to address another thing. I turned off the AI moderation, but you can't fully turn off hate speech. You can only put it at minimum. So that's why it was still doing it. So nothing I can do about that. That's just Kick. That might be a good thing, to be honest with you. The reason why me and Ryan were gonna say it is because I'm the channel owner. Ryan's a mod, and stuff. So, but that's okay. The good thing is we're able to do a lot more than we used to. And that was the purpose of moving to Kick. Like I said, I'll still make videos on YouTube and everything. But, I'm going to be honest with you folks. All the YouTube rules and I'm going to be honest with you, Google's been shit to me. I mean, pretty much my online stores are pretty much coming to an end. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they're pretty much over with. They're running in a sense, but I only probably have 2 months worth of advertising left. And then I'll be relegated to using less expensive advertising. But folks, it is over with. For the most part, as far as the business is concerned, it's time to transfer to the next course of action as far as medical services are concerned. I'm going to spend more time with media, with writings and stuff than selling products. I mean, it is what it is. That business portion's dead. I'll probably end up selling off most of my websites except for the Moon Mystics and of course, naturally, I am going to keep the Caliber Fitness and Medical. Maybe the grocery store, because that's actually still performing well. But it's just that Amazon and Walmart have the market share, and they've just squeezed out everyone. Nothing I can do about it. And I simply don't have the advertising revenue to compete with them. You know, it used to be where $100 a month was sufficient advertising, but I have to spend now $500 or $600 just to even make a tiny dent in it. I don't really get my investment back on it from YouTube, so we're going to do a couple other things. We're going to go to eBay. We're going to try Amazon. I'm not doing any more Facebook stuff. That's Facebook is a wash. I may even go back to Craigslist, but for another business. But let's check out what Frank Tufano's up to. Damn right, Quick Pump. Ryan keeping the haters out. Here's one. Let's see what we got here.
These people aren't only stealing my recipes and formulas, they're copying my business model down to a T. The exact same flavors, black and white logo. It's like they have nothing of their own.
Well, those logos have color in it. So now you think you're saying that they're copying your logo and it's black and white? The thing has color in it, and that's green, actually, from what it looks like.
Besides their trust fund daddy's money. And then they censor and shadow ban me so no one finds out. And I'm sitting here broke while these people make more money than I've ever made on all of my business expenditures on one single idea. They make millions and millions of dollars off one single idea that they've stolen from me, yet I'm sitting here broke with hundreds of ideas. Because that's all these scumbag secret society people are able to do. They only have their trust fund daddy's money, and they go pay these marketing, PR teams, and these manufacturing companies to hold their hand along the way because they don't have a semblance of intelligence to even run a legitimate business. They couldn't do it if their life depended on it.
That's not a copy. Why is he saying it's a copy? Ryan, we're going to get a lot more vile people going forward. That we are. All right, folks, 8 minutes left and then the party begins. All right? The party begins at 8 o'clock. Are you guys ready for the mints? Remember, folks, you got to go to Kick in order to find that content. Because like I said before, I want to make sure things keep mini. So, Ryan, let them know in the chat below they got to go to Kick at 9 o'clock for the real mints, which we will start. Indeed, non-negotiable. I'm actually glad I'm streaming on Kick instead of Rumble. Yeah, we're going to be selling the websites. The most valuable one, obviously, is the Caliber Fitness one. Actually, I'm going to sell that one too, to be honest with you, because I already have my Goodrum Group website. So, honestly, there's no need for me to keep it. I mean, folks, look how much history there is from 2001. I mean, literally speaking. That's how you get a valuable website, folks. When you stick with the same goddamn thing over and over again. Oh boy. I wonder if the pro shop still opens up. Yep. So yeah, folks, at one time I did sell synthol. Then I sold B complex injectables, all sorts of crazy products. Body Rail Elite, man, 6-week stack of tests. This is Doug Maxwell. I remember someone creating this logo for me. At the very end where it says bee pollen, that was my... So when I was selling gear, folks, I had bee pollen and cayenne pepper. That was my keywords. So if you wanted bee pollen, if someone told me they wanted bee pollen, that means they wanted some trend. And if someone wanted cayenne pepper, that's when they wanted clenbuterol or Clen. So bee pollen, trend, cayenne pepper, Clen. Those are the only 2 products I sold. You want to know why? Because they were easy to obtain for me. All I had to do was go to one of my, I had a connection who worked at a farm. And you got to understand, most farms at that time, they have Phenopex tablets. I would take the Phenopex tablets, grind them up, make either an injectable out of it. Clen, very easy. I get a big old bottle of Clen, and then I would space it out. Put it in separate little smaller bottles. You got to be very careful of that too. Definitely. It's not something that you should be effing around with. If you F around, you'll find out. Yep. It's one of my recipes for chicken, cashew, and curry stir fry. So if you guys wanted to know what the great man dieted on, the great one dieted whenever I was competing, here's some of my recipes on the Wayback Archive. Vince, did you ever want to get a custom van like BT? Oh, no. Vans are expensive and costly to maintain. That's okay, Ryan. Remember, I got plenty of extra content. We can stream anything we want now. music videos and everything. So, it's okay. Alright, folks, it is 9 o'clock p.m. That is the end of the pregame show. I want to thank Matt for joining me, for donating. I want to thank the new followers, folks. Y'all follow me over to Kick. The show is not over yet. The show is just over at YouTube. Because what we're going to play on Kick, we can't play on YouTube. So I will see you guys there. And as always, peace and soul.